So whether you landed on this video because someone suggested a podcast to you and you weren't quite sure what they were talking about, or you've heard about a ton of people starting podcasts and you want to know if that's something that you'd be into, whatever your reason, welcome. We'd love to help you understand what a podcast is and how they work. So what is a podcast? A podcast is essentially a series or collection of digital audio files that are made available for listening or downloading via the internet. So that could be a website, it could be a listening app, what have you. And so each individual audio file that is uploaded would be considered a podcast episode. And podcasts are typically hosted by a person that leads a conversation, that will tell stories, that may report on the news, and they are called a podcast host. A person who creates a podcast is called a podcaster. The best way to think of podcasting is kind of like the Netflix of audio. So you know how you can pick a show on Netflix and just watch the whole show or just watch a few episodes? Podcasting is very similar. You can pick a show and decide you want to listen to all the episodes they have available, or you can just listen to one or two of the episodes that they have available. The thing is, this is audio on your time. So how do podcasts work? Well, if you were to create a podcast, you'd upload audio, get a hosting site to make it available. And when you do that, your hosting site would create an RSS feed. And that just stands for real simple syndication. All this is a page of raw data that holds all the information about your podcast. Its title, the cover art, how many episodes, titled episodes, the whole shebang. So where can you listen to these things? Podcasts. You can listen to podcasts in a couple of different places. So there are podcast listening apps. We like to call some of them directories. Apple Podcasts is one such. Google Podcasts is another directory. But you can also listen to podcasts in a lot of music listening apps. So Spotify has made podcasts available in their app. Amazon. Stitcher is a podcast-specific app that you can listen to podcasts on. Some people even have their podcasts embedded on their website. So there are embedded players where you can listen to podcasts that aren't necessarily in a directory. And if you are a Buzzsprout user, we actually give you a podcast listening website all your own for your podcast. So people can listen there as well. So now that you know what a podcast is, if you're interested in starting a podcast, check this video out over here that's going to give you all the information that you need to know to start a podcast. We hope this video answered your questions about what a podcast is. As always, thanks for watching and keep podcasting.